Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to decorate our modern Minecraft house that we built last week. So let's go ahead and get started. If you could, please do subscribe. It really does help out. And if you do like this video, make sure to like and comment if you have any suggestions for other builds I should build in the future. So guys, here is our completed house. I went ahead and just completed decorating the house because I know that it would save you so much more time in your day, and it also just makes things go along quicker because I know I tend to take a little bit more time whenever I'm decorating it with you guys. So you can see that here's our house. You can see I did add a lot more detail onto it, and I think it looks a lot more completed now that I did. You can see I did some outlining here as well as around the back of the house as well. You can see I added a waterfall, and there is also the glass here, and I added some chairs on the balcony. We have a master bedroom up at the top, cyan terracotta block, and then you can also see I do have this little pond area. Added some lily pads, some flowers, and you do have to put this on grass, so that's why it does look a little weird, but I'm okay with it. You can see I did put some glowstone in the pond and some fish as well, just because I thought it would look better at night so that more mobs wouldn't spawn. And there's sugarcane and bamboo as well. You can also see I added a just table area, so such as you were using well, it's basically the same as if you were using the smooth sandstone slabs, but I just traded them out for smokers, furnaces, and blast furnaces, so it would look a lot better. There is a bell. I don't know why I added that exactly, but you can see the end rod that I added just for more lighting. You can see I changed out these pillars for anvils so that they would come in some of a use, and I did have a block at the bottom and at the top, so you wouldn't need that many anvils, and you can just replace it with the white concrete if you don't have enough iron. And then as we come up the stairs, you can see our doorway here. I added some detail to that. I also added detail to it on the inside. So if we go ahead and take a look, here is what it's looking like here. And yes, this is a lot to take in inside. So you can see I used some dead fan coral and the gray wool. Light gray wool to be specific, and I use this to make a carpet look, but here is what the carpet would look like if you did not add the light gray wool underneath. I think that this just looks a lot more full, and I think it looks a lot better. You can also see that I did add some chains along with a lantern just to go ahead and make it look more well lit instead of just having a lantern on the ceiling. So then it actually looks like it serves as a decoration purpose. You can see I've made some banners here with the looms that I had up in the bookshelf that I just kind of moved along the top of the wall. I also added a jukebox with the music disc 13. I don't know why. I just decided to do that. You can also see I made a nice ombre effect with black, gray, light gray, and white stained glass, just to go ahead and add a little bit more of a cooler effect to the place, and it also adds light as well, so I think it looks really nice in the daytime of Minecraft. I have not checked it out in the nighttime, but you can do that yourself if you want to. I also decided to make this little area over here where I just combined some light gray, some white, some gray, and some black stained glass, and I just put it at all different areas of the wall as well as in the center, and I added some paintings, some kind of custom paintings is what I like to call them, or just item frames with something in them. and I added some chains because it kind of looks like it's connected, and I added a little flower pot in the center, or in the corner over here. And you can't put flower pots on top of the glass, so I had to just leave it to one right here. And then as we head on into the kitchen, you can see I used some granite, and I used some polished granite for the countertops. I also used smokers, and for the overhead over the smokers, I just decided to use iron trapdoors with some grindstones. I also added some barrels with a painting and a flower pot included. I added a cauldron with a tripwire hook and some crafting tables. And also, just to section off the two areas, I added some dark oak trapdoors to make it look a little bit better. You can also see for the floor I used smithing tables, furnaces, and blast furnaces for the floor, just to make it look a little bit better, and so you wouldn't have to have everything on the wall and it'll just be on the floor. Then as we go over here, you can also see I did decorate this area for the stairs, but for right now we're going to go ahead and head into this kind of what I like to call an indent balcony, where it is a balcony that is indented into the house itself, so it is completely in the house, so it just takes up more space and it uses less blocks. You can see I did do the same ombre effect, but on the top and the bottom, so that it would be more of a balcony. I used some flower pots around, and I also used some stained glass for a decoration, or as a pillar to like support it up, is what I would say for it, but you don't have to add it if you don't want to. And I also added some chairs, aka dark oak stairs, and I added a little smooth stone slab table with a lantern on top. And yeah, I did add just a little bit of carpet around here, and of course, and I added this spruce area so that you could walk down instead of just having it right at the door. And yeah, and I did just leave the lanterns in the corners of the balcony. I just thought it would look better that way instead of having to find another way, but you can always put glowstone under the carpets and that'll be just fine. You can see we do have two staircases here. I'm sorry I wasn't able to make the staircase here look as best as I could, but I was able to make the staircase look pretty nice in my opinion. I did add some more chains just to go ahead and add a little bit more detail, because I didn't think it looked that good without the chains, because it just adds a little bit more detail. So then I'm going to go ahead and start off downstairs, and then we'll go upstairs later. So then I just kind of made this staircase here, and then ending out here so we'd have more space for the living room. You can see more banners that I made over here, as well as a little area over here just for like storage and for looks as well. But you can turn this into anything that you'd want. And then we also have just armor stands along with a chain as well. And again, those same banners, and we have a TV. I did use a painting just so it would look a little bit more interesting. And then I used these smooth quartz stairs for a couch and a smooth stone slab table just to have that there. And I added some flower pots on top of the TV just to give it more detail. You can also come over here and we have a little table with two chairs on either side and a barrel just to go ahead and have that as a table, but also serving as more storage space. I added a ton of paintings on the walls so the walls were detailed, and I made this carpet. It's just using different colors with the stripes, and I also added flower pots around the place to make it just feel a little bit better. And I have this little enchantment area, also using those looms for empty bookshelves just for a little bit more detail. I used dark oak trap doors to separate off a little brewing area. I also added lecterns as well, and a ton of bookshelves with looms for, again, more detail. And you can see I used these iron pressure plates to go ahead and just add more detail to it, such as using a plate to like hold them up on, or as just a little area. I don't know. You can make it up on your own and decide what it's going to be. And then I have bedrooms. We have 2 other bedrooms as well. I have the room right here, which I have a small desk, only a laptop, no mouse with it, which would be a button, and then just paintings. And you can see I did use a map and some item frames just to kind of color the wall a little bit and to give it more detail again, and a carpet as well. Under all these carpets are glowstones so that it does light up the place, and I think it does look really nice. And you can see another storage area with just a table. And then we have, again, more paintings on the walls. Nice bed. I did use some blast furnaces and some furnaces just as kind of a carpet instead of the other carpet because I didn't know what color to make it. So I just decided, well, why not use this? And it would be much more detailed and just a little bit different than all the rest. You can see there are a lot of flower pots in this room, as well as an armor stand, and again the use of those maps and item frames. Then we can head into this room over here, which I have an office, again a carpet, and we have some storage space along with an armor stand and some end rods that I just pushed into the 1x2 area with some pistons, so you can still access your armor, but it kind of looks like a painting to me, as in one half and then another half, but I don't know, you can make it up in your own world. And then you have your bookshelf around it. Again, more flower pots. I used some twisting vines as like support beams, but also for more detail. And this one I used to kind of act like it is holding up the lantern. And I have a nice desk over here with a grindstone representing the computer. So yeah, and that is it. You can also see the maps and the item frames as well in use there. Then we are going to go ahead and head upstairs. So just up these stairs, and it leads you straight to the balcony. Just if you are expecting rain, you may want to put some trapdoors over here or just a little cover over it. But if you're not, then you can just leave it open. And then you can head up here, and this is the master bedroom. You can see I did use heads. These are supposed to be as plushies or anything like that. I just needed something to add a little bit more detail to the place, so I decided to use a zombie head, a wither skeleton skull, and just a skeleton skull. We also have a triple bed along with pistons, and these are not meant to be activated. These are just meant to be as side tables, just a little bit different than usual. And I have a cauldron, a bookshelf, and a cartography table. I also have a just wall pattern here along with some armor stands. There is another computer here as well, just so that you can access it in your bedroom. And I do have different item frames with a book and a painting. And of course, if you do open these doors, you can access many barrels, and there are even more barrels over here as well. So there's a lot of barrels. But that is basically the whole house. And I really do like this house. I think it came out really nice. And if it does take a long time to decorate the house, well, trust me, it will take a long time. because this took me quite a long time to decorate. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video and that you enjoyed building the house and decorating it with me. I hope you do build this in your own world. And bye. I hope to see you all next time. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like this video, and if you could, it would really mean a lot to me if you could subscribe, and if you want to, you can comment what I should build in the future. And thank you all for watching, and bye guys. I hope to see you guys all next time.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.